Hello, everyone. Welcome back here. We are now in game number 2 of your winner bracket semifinals number 2 series, where we have Lunar tier now on the Legion side and Devil Gang here on the Hellborn side, with Devil Gang currently leading 1-0. I am once again your main shoutcaster. What you got? Rejoined by my co-caster here, Luisius. Welcome back for another one.
Oh, I'm ready to see a comeback from Lunar here.
Yeah, let's see if they can force the third game here and keep this series going. Devil Gang obviously trying to close this one out in a 2-game sweep. But before we get to that point, we got to see what these two teams have in store for us with some picks and bans. So not too much has happened just yet. So I'm going to ask you the question, what hero would you like to see from these two teams picked up? What's like a fan favorite for you if you're, as a spectator here?
I mean, I have a lot of heroes, right? See, I like a lot of heroes.
Okay. Which one do you want to see the most?
But I have to pick Calamity.
Okay, so we're sticking with Calamity.
I just love Calamity, man.
I hate to break it to you, but I have not seen a single Calamity pick this entire tournament. So I will be very surprised if we get to see Calamity.
They don't get the power.
I'm sticking to my guns here. I'm saying Silhouette. I want to see some Silhouette. We'll see if it gets banned or picked up this game.
I'm surprised Legion not banned the Tundra, but they banned the Bubbles as well.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's 2 heroes played from last game, which means we got some options open that were not available last time around. And I believe the Soul Reaper should be one of them, and he's going to get first picked, actually. So I was noticing that right off the bat, because in my mind, the Bushwhack and the Soul Reaper are probably two of like the strongest meta heroes right now. Maybe not in the casual mode SEA scene, but at least in our NAEU scene.
Oh, the big Defiler
they're
now.
actually going to go with a Defiler pick. So that one actually got banned in the second wave last game. We're going to see what the Defiler can offer here in game number 2. Paired with a Behemoth, which also usually gets banned. So they have a lot of teamfight presence here with those 2 picks. But
That's pretty solid teamfight now.
But Soul Reaper, they're gonna go with a Pearl here. Kind of give some more heal presence to keep the Soul Reaper alive. What else can they what else are they looking to pair that with? Do you think maybe like a Magnus would make sense before it maybe gets banned away?
As long as they don't pick a course and have no catch.
A Cursed and Armadon? Man, I tell you, Cursed and Armadon would be pretty nasty with the Defiler lineup. But they already have a Behemoth picked up, so I don't think we'll see the Cursed. They already have that position 4 hero.
Magnus felt pretty underwhelming last game.
Okay.
It didn't offer much.
They had, what, a Geomancer on Devil Gang side? Maybe they'll go for a Geomancer again?
Maybe they just picked Geo last game, thinking of the Bubbles. As you said, they like to pair them up.
Magnus.
They're gonna go with Magnus. I think that made sense. They probably would not make it through the next phase since the Behemoth was already picked up as well. So both sides will have that like boots, roaming secondary support, which means that we're probably gonna see those offlaner picks that are more of those 1v2 style heroes, because these heroes don't typically tend to like stay in the lanes with them. They tend to roam around some more.
Do you think the Tundra was the actual problem last game for Lunar tier?
Not necessarily, but I would say the Tundra had a ton of impact, and I see why they ban it all the time. But you know who's not banned? The Pestilence.
Ooh.
I wonder if there's 2 bans left. I wonder if the Pestilence is going to get through. And I think the Pestilence with Defiler could be some good synergy as well. A lot of damage from the Unholy Expulsion ultimate.
Oh, also, I'm surprised they don't run the Flux Engie combo.
Yeah, we almost never see Flux Engineer picked up, actually.
And you
I think I saw it in the qualifier rounds once.
And you also get more gold, right, for the early PKs and better combos.
Mm-hmm. With a Defiler pickup, you think it's safe to say that's their mid lane hero, so maybe they won't want to run a Pestilence?
I'm gonna say it's mid. I don't want to see the Defiler short farm.
There's the pesty ban though. So it's actually banned by Legion, so that means they didn't want it because they could have picked it up themselves. And they probably figured that Devil Gang still needs a mid hero. With only the Soul Reaper and the 2 supports picked up, they still need a mid and an off lane. Maybe even a carry if they want to run Soul Reaper in the mid lane. Very possible. And they're going to ban Oogie.
That's what I was thinking. I thought Soul Reaper was mid 100%.
True. Yeah, it could be mid, it could be short farm. I think with a Pearl, it's very flexible. They could run the position 1 Soul Reaper and then have something else in mid lane and just try to get the Soul Reaper like 6, 7, 800 GPM and be huge.
How do you man up against that Soul Reaper pair? Both hits.
It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard, I would say. We haven't seen a whole lot of Sulfuras lately. I'm a bit surprised by that, but at the same time, Soul Reaper can still be quite good against Sulfuras as well. I wonder what they're gonna run here. Silhouette is open if they want to carry, but I don't know. Yes! There we go. Oh, they're going Tricore.
Oh.
That's a little greedy, actually. They have Defiler, Silhouette, and Armadon. But I will say, if they can get tanky early on the Armadon and the Defiler, they could maybe make this work.
Do you think Armadon gets one-shot by Soul Reaper?
That's a good point, actually. Picking the Armadon here is definitely a risky pick. Because the Soul Reaper kind of... You don't really care too much, right? About the Armadon?
I think Armadon just dies.
Yeah, if there was a game to not pick Armadon, it would maybe be against the Soul Reaper. Could be... I could foresee this as a issue. So they're actually going to last pick their support, which is not typical.
That is true.
Maybe they figured the Silhouette could have also gotten picked up by Devil Gang. So they wanted to make sure to snag it, but Armadon, I guess, is that questionable pick.
Kraken.
Alright, we're going to see a Kraken pickup, so that's most likely the mid. And last pick should be the offlane. I'm not really sure what they're going to want to pair with this Magmus roaming. I have no idea, actually. Well, we're going to see soon. Madman. Okay.
Okay, I think it's Kraken.
Is it Kraken long lane?
Yeah.
They might have to run the Kraken long lane now, and then Madman and Soul Reaper can be mid and carry, whichever they want. Perhaps the Madman on short lane and the Soul Reaper on mid lane.
Or Madman short, Magnus roaming, Soul Reaper mid, Kraken solo.
Yeah, it's a little... It's not what I was expecting them to do, honestly, but this does not look that bad overall.
Unless they want to then...
Last pick's going to be Witchslayer here. Yeah, they could run... I was thinking they could run Madman offlane with the Magmus just kind of being there to disrupt. Kraken mid and Soul Reaper short farm. Because I still think the Soul Reaper pro lane is very good on short. And the Silhouette will maybe have a hard time killing the Madman if he can avoid the Witchslayer. But that's a big if, because the Witchslayer is pretty good at disabling the Madman.
I hate Witchslayers.
Well, you gotta watch him here. Let's see where they go. Looks like Madman's heading bottom. So, they're gonna maybe run the offlane Madman this game. Soul Reaper short. Yeah, it's their carry player Colic playing the Soul Reaper.
3-lane bot. Huh.
Pro. Did she port down here? She ported,
she
right?
Did.
Okay.
Yeah, she did.
So they might actually run a Magmus 3-lane to give Silhouette, or sorry, Soul Reaper try to give him a 1v1 against the Armadon, and then force the B to come to the bot lane.
Oh, Big started with boots, while Magnus didn't get boots.
Yeah, that tells me that they want to stick to a tri-lane. But even then, I think the boots wouldn't be too bad on the Magmus, even if they were going to tri-lane.
I think if you're roaming, you always go for the starters first. That's what I think.
Let's do a quick sync here. Sorry to interrupt before we get going. I'm at 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. You good, Paradise? 10, 9. Okay, we're all synced up. So yeah, you're saying it's you still think it's pretty good to go for the boots regardless?
Yeah. Striders is good even if you lose or win lane, you're gonna be active around the map.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see if maybe he makes the stats work out. We'll have guaranteed 2 lava surges this way. A little bit tankier when he stuns in.
Maybe he won't stats for double stun, because usually you get out of mana, right?
Yeah. Yep. You won't have you won't have the 220 mana pool to do 2 stuns. See if they
Yeah,
know
no ward.
they are gonna know it's a tri lane because they're under a ward here. So Bihi is moving down across the map. Doesn't have a TP. They're gonna stay S2 for now.
I think this is bad for Legion. Having Arbat against Soul Reaper, you're mostly not gonna get to farm for free.
The Sorper should do quite well here. He actually got the Withering Presence level 1, which I find pretty interesting. It's just passively doing damage to the Armadon. So a Silhouette, Witch Slayer, Behemoth Tri-Lane, it's doesn't have the heal component that the Hellborn Tri-Lane has with the Pearl, once he levels up Soothing Presence, and the Magma Stun. But, you know, they have 2 line stuns. Magma's gonna get caught here. He does surge across the hill to avoid that.
How do you feel about silhouettes against 3 lanes?
Well, I think Silhouette and Madman are both fairly weak tri-lane carries. It's more about the supports, and I think they have better catch on the Legion tri-lane, but they have better sustain on the Hellborn tri-lane. I don't think we'll necessarily see too much kills happen here, because there's not a lot of... there's a lot of poke,
Yeah.
but not a lot of, like, burst.
I don't think you wanna fight since level 1 with Silhouette Madman.
Yeah.
Yes, wanna
This is-
get levels.
Silhouette, I would like to see her get a golden apple at least. So she's, or maybe some more stats as well. Some minor totems perhaps. Goes for the early Iron Shield. There's a stacked hard camp here off to the side. The Soul Reaper does end up going for the 2-1-1 skill build, so just had the early level 1 point in Withering Presence. Doing a lot of pressure to the Armadon. It's 9-4 Soul Reaper against 7-1 Armadon, so still pretty reasonably even. Fighting over the pole camp bottom. Not contesting the best, they're just kind of poking for the last hits with the stuns.
Do you think it was good for Soul Reaper to go W first?
To be honest with you, I'm not too sure. It's not something I usually do myself or see, but I could see it being okay to just like sit in the lane and constantly do damage. He's trying to like box him out. Bot lane, we have miniaturization coming out on the Magnus. He's gonna stun in on the Silhouette. They're going for a counter kill here. Silhouette taking a barrel roll. A lot of damage coming in. Will this be the Bloodlust kill? Silhouette is gonna go down, and it will be Pearl getting the Bloodlust. And now Witchlayer trying to go for a counter kill here. Double stun happens. Good fissure stun. Madman surviving a very low life as Magnus comes in with a second line stun. And now Witchlayer might get cleaned up here, but Magnus goes down first. Witchlayer goes down second. It's a 2-for-2. Behe versus Madman, the 2 survivors of the tri-lane. And that will conclude the fight. So I guess that favors the side of Double Gang, Madman surviving.
Yeah, and he also got the kill, while Silhouette just died. She didn't get anything back.
He's 101, 390 GPM. Silhouette still on 280. Wait,
That
Behe and
wish
Magnus
players-
fighting over bot rune.
I
And
wish
Pearl
players
also already running.
was good.
Oh, Madman might die here. Witchlayer catches him.
Nah.
Silhouette cleans it up. Witchlayer gets the kill. So both the Pearl and the Magnus were off protecting bot rune.
That's one thing that when you're training, if you're not together, you should be careful for the enemies to go on you.
Yeah. So perhaps Madman just sticking around a little too close. Defiler, by the way, popped her ultimate in mid lane. Not sure if they were expecting to get a kill on the Kraken here, or if he just wants to pressure the tower.
I think she expected Vicky to stun the Kraken. But even if the Vicky was the Kraken, he can W away, right?
I believe he can charge through the fissure wall, yeah. And now when the ghosts are down, which is going to be in a couple seconds here, they're going to maybe try to go for a kill here. Magnus and Pearl are in the area. It's kind of interesting because they are leaving the Madman alone now. But I don't think they necessarily should abandon the bot lane. They're doing quite well with Madman being 400 GPM.
Yeah, this is something that I see a lot of times happen. Like when you're winning your lane, and then your teammates just leave the lane for some reason.
Yeah, Armadon getting dove here. There's a demonic execution on cooldown, but it's not going to matter because level 4 judgment, 2 of those coming out, going to be enough damage. So Armadon falls.
Yeah, that's a pretty tough lane for Armadon.
Yeah, he's about 230 gold per minute lower than the Sorper now with that death.
Yes, less than half the CS on Soul Reaper. Also, Soul Reaper has like 3 waves tonight. That's all.
12 denies is a lot, yeah. Kraken throws out a slow mid lane, trying to line up a charge, it looks like. Trying to... Here comes the release the Kraken into the Lava Surge and the charge. Filer actually surviving. Good 2-man stun from the Witch Slayer. Not going to be in time though, and Rage comes out stomping the Magnus, but now Bihi is in trouble. Meanwhile in the background, Pro removes the miniaturize off of the Madman. This is a double damage Madman. One more auto attack. Oh, he gets stunned. 2-man graveyard stun. Madman getting right clicked by the Silhouette. Silhouette turning onto the Pearl. One more auto attack takes him out. And they decide to just clean up the support. Meanwhile, I believe Bihi did die in the mid lane, right? That was Kraken and Magnus chasing for that kill. Yep.
I'm surprised Silhouette didn't W into the Madman there to stun him.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to keep the tree out. Also skipped the Shadow for now. He's level 7.
Wait. Did he pick up his stacks?
Sorry?
Oh, no, never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, he skipped going for his ultimate right now. I think he will get it soon though, maybe level 8 or so.
Defiler having a rough game.
He has 43 last hits. He's 375 gold per minute. So he's got 3 less last hits than the Kraken. It's pretty even in terms of last hits, but 0-1-0. And the Kraken 1-0-1. Getting a little bit bonus goal from the kill involvement.
Yeah, right now Defiler feels like if she goes to lane, she's gonna die because of the ganks.
Filer is going for Madman here. Tree Grapple stuns him up. Madman might be a little too slippery though. Which they're going to try to catch him. There's a Graveyard Stun hitting.
Nice.
Magnus is here with Kraken and Pearl. They are going to get the kill on the Madman, but it's going to come at the cost of Silhouette, as she didn't have a shadow to swap to. And now Defiler, Witch Slayer, Silver Bullet comes out, takes out the Pearl, and the Ghost still up for 8 seconds. Will do some good damage. They're going to try to pressure this tower. Defiler's going to heal to full in a few seconds here. And
are you surprised the Defiler skipped W?
No. I mean, he could get at one point maybe by now, but I do feel like it's kind of mana intensive. I would say going like 4-1-3-1 would be okay. Just having a point to cancel like Eruption or Madman using stock for a few seconds, but it's okay with me that he skips it.
I'm surprised she picked up the Striders though on Defiler.
That is a bit odd. Maybe he's going to go into a post-haste, but it doesn't feel like a very good item on a hero that you want to be...
You want to be
like
frontline,
tanky
right?
Yeah, you want to be a little bit more tanky on the Defiler, so... I don't think you really want to get an early post-haste on this hero.
They push up top. Kraken's having a good
Bot lane, they're diving the
match.
Madman. That's going to be enough kill. Just the lockdown from Witch Slayer is going to be enough. They take out the tower as well, and that Silhouette completes her outbones. Let's see if she wants to TP to base here, maybe, and come back.
That's the third time Madman gets caught in the same place. I wonder if they gave up and they went to help Soul Reaper instead.
The Soul Reaper is still having a pretty good game. It's 490 GPM.
Kraken clearing stacks.
I think he bought PK, right? It's got pretty high GPM. It's got the PK now, under 10 minutes. So that's the level 1 release the Kraken. Top lane Eruption comes out. A lot of damage on the Armadon, but they're not able to bring him down as the 2 ultimates were used. He tanked a lot. Sorper now most likely going to fall here. Magmus is going to go in, sacrifices himself, gets a kill on the Armadon. But 3 TPs were used. And it comes at a 2-for-1 cost. It's going to give some space over to both the Kraken and the Madman to potentially keep farming. But Kraken smoked up here, finds a DD. He's gonna go in with a slow here. Doesn't hit the stun. Silhouette doesn't have mana. He does actually. Decides not to tree grapple. And he's gonna fall.
Oh, maybe he's stunned that way so she doesn't tree grapple up.
Perhaps, yeah. Perhaps.
Armadon TP bot. I guess
Madman goes
Madman is
for
getting...
a B-start? Is that a Dreamcatcher?
It could be a helm.
It could be a helm. Maybe he wants to go for a basher, like a Oblivion Hammer at some point.
They want to dive the Armadon again. Poor guy.
Yeah, Magnus puts the ward down so they can now see that Armadon is alone.
No,
And
leave
this
it
should be a
alone.
kill. They don't have demonic execution though. It's not gonna matter. The TP support was very late as well. Maybe they were unsure about porting here. Sorper picked up Sword of the High, but he's going for Mach. What do you think of the Mach pickup?
I see a lot of people going for Grimoire, but I think right now going Mog is kinda good since the Madman is not really going, let's say, cleaver.
So this will do like more damage
Right
overall, like he'll be able to right click a bit better too.
Yeah, I think if the Madman went cleaver, I think Grimoire is better because he has a spam Q.
Yeah, I'm personally not a big fan of Mach Sorper, mostly because you don't tank up at all, and like he has the Ghost Marchers as well, which I think are okay, but the post haste is very strong right now as well on the Sorper. So like I tend to like more of the Gnome's post haste build, and like the Grimoire, like you were saying, versus or the Dawnbringer versus the Mach, but I suppose since Madman's not going to right click build, they're gonna do this. A couple of kills happened, by the way. As Pearl died mid lane, and now they also counter killed the Bihi. They didn't have to burn too much for that kill.
Pearl just died and she's up. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, the respawn timers feel very low. They're diving behind the tier 1 tower here. Kraken gonna line up a charge. They're gonna take out the Defiler right away. The ultimate was not able to be used, and now they're gonna kill the Witch Slayer as well. Buyback happens here from the Defiler. There's a light brand picked up. And Pearl pops the preservation. She's gonna get stuck here in the bubble. Pushes a couple people away, but she's going to end up falling anyway. And this was a buyback though from the Defiler. I don't know, was it a worth buyback here coming out from Legion, or like a desperation buyback as they're kind of falling behind?
I think if they get mid tower, it's fine.
Good sidestep here from the Silhouette, dodges the Kraken PK charge, release the Kraken coming out though, and it's not gonna matter. A 796 HP Silhouette just dies in 1 second to a release the Kraken splash combo.
I guess if Fire is going for Grimoire. Do you think Grimoire is good on Defiler?
Not really. I don't think you really benefit too much from this build.
I don't really think you go intelligent items on Defiler actually.
I think Dawnbringer's not bad on Defiler, but it hasn't really been like that meta either. Like this build just feels kind of off, right? Strider's light brand feels like he's playing like a Pyro or an Alonia or something, but it's like not really how the Defiler likes to play.
Yeah, it feels like he got stuck into the bubbles.
Witch Slayer's gonna hit the stun here. Max range on the Soul Reaper. Huge damage coming in from Silhouette. Witch Slayer Silver Bullet as well. But here's the cleanup from Magnus and Madman. They take out the Witch Slayer. Now they're turning their attention onto the Silhouette. But the team sports here of Armadon and Defiler. Can they lock some targets down and get some kills here? Armadon chasing forward. Has some snots. Two-man Limestone coming in from the Magnus. Stops the Behe Fissure Wall coming in. But he will eventually line it up on the Magnus and they will take him down. The Ghosts are still up from Defiler doing some good damage. But Madman and company are a little bit too slippery. And they will make their escape here, as I believe they will not be able to catch them anymore. So Defiler, she's kind of lacking that catch potential right now. She's got the ultimate up. She's dealing good damage, but she can't really sit on any targets per se.
Yeah, she can also go in. I feel like if she steps up a little bit, she's gonna die.
Yeah, she's not that tanky, right? Her farm is still very good though, 515 gold per minute, but look who's got better farm, the Kraken. Can you believe Kraken is almost 700 GPM? 4-0-4. Bot lane, we have a jump here on the Swiper. Which they're gonna die to the Pearl here, 1-for-1. Silhouette on the run, she's gonna grapple to safety. Does have a TP, but there is no portal key up on the Magma, so she should be fine to just run back to base. Madman. Oh boy. Madman is here as well as Kraken. Pops the shotgun. He goes for the dive. Release the Kraken, comes out on the Behemoth. Toffee wants blood. Misses the charge though on the Behemoth. That might be the difference. And now Magnus with the eruption dealing some good damage in the background. Behe Dog comes in. He's got a portal key, baby. Level 9. Comes in, smacks the Magnus in the face. Madman gonna walk away from the snots. He's getting slowed up, but they're gonna probably not know he's here in the trees as he goes for the port out, and he will be fine. Take the escape. Boy, that was looking like it could have been another kill or two, because unfortunately the Kraken missed the charge there on the Behe. Defiler catches the Pearl now. She had Astrolabe up, but I guess she wasn't able to use it. She's going to fall. And Defiler now picks up the serial killer streak. Almost got his Grimoire finished.
Do you think it's better for Leon now to group up and try to push towers? Now that they have Behe and Wishler PKs?
Yeah, I would say they probably have some good tools that they needed. Silhouette is smoked up here, hunting the Soul Reaper, which there is going to spot out the Soul Reaper here with the Miniaturize and the Graveyard Sun. Silhouette waiting for that initiation, gets the kill. And now Witch they're going to get countered on here. Silhouette, can he go down to the low ground? He does before the bubble came out. Pops the Shadow, is going to try to make the escape here. I don't know if he can do it though. He does get a kill on the Pearl here first. He is surviving, goes to the high ground with the tree grapple. Can he escape the Madman here? Defiler comes in with the team support of Armadon. They're going to stop the Madman from chasing, and Silhouette makes the escape on under 70 life. Great plays coming in, great team support, and they end up making it a 3-for-1 trade as the Witch Slayer was the only one to fall there. It's not done though. Magma's getting caught. Can't get the Lava Surge off. He gets silenced. He gets it off at the last second. Spine not in range. 10 HP on the Magmus. Makes the escape. Everything going his way there. Silhouette finishes her Geometer's Bane. She's gonna have Elkbone's Geobane now. Still doesn't feel like the scariest.
Do you think he is good?
I'll be honest with you, it doesn't really feel like a Geobane game. Like I'm looking at like what he's playing against, and what can he really destroy? Like a Soul Reaper Judgment Q and maybe like a Kraken Torrent, but like that's it. This is mostly like a split pushing like mobility item here, just to kind of get him around the map. I feel like the Geobane's kind of unnecessary. Gonna go in with the Shadow here with Behe. Has a dunk ready to go. Uses it on the Soul Reaper, swaps in. Here's Pearl though. Can she save the day? She will. The heals are coming in from the Soul Reaper. He's looking to turn it around. Behemoth very low, getting dove here in the tower, but they're trying to turn their attention onto the Silhouette, who actually swaps out. She's gonna be fine. And here comes Kraken though. He is pissed. He's gonna take out one. He's gonna take out 2 targets in both the Witch Slayer and the Armadon. And Soul Reaper, meanwhile, gets the Behemoth off in the bottom portion of the map there. So that started off with a jump on the Soul Reaper, but there's the power of Pearl, and the heals coming in from Soul Reaper. Nobody ends up dying.
Meanwhile, the Father is just chilling top, pushing tower.
Yep. Not even using her Grimoire because, well, doesn't really do a whole lot in terms of her damage output per se. Is she dead here? Soul Reaper doesn't have, he does have Demonic Execution actually. Kraken is here now. Defiler is a sitting duck. Boom, goes the Dynamite. Ultimate Warrior streak going the way of Soul Reaper. Looks like he's going for Behemoth's Heart here on the Soul Reaper.
Based on the shamans, it could be even Helm.
Nah. It's gotta be a heart, right?
Should be a heart.
It's got the Beast Heart picked up. Saving up 3k gold. Just needs a 400 to 500 more for the full heart. Yeah, there's the X and the Malphite.
They might have actually went for Oblivion Hammer first.
Yeah, I could see that actually working out because it's got a lot of attack speed from the Berserk. Probably needs a Shrunken Head now though, right? Can get in there and not have to worry about getting disabled. Silhouette pops the Geobane in the Shadow bottom lane. It's gonna swap back to the jungle. A lot of tower pressure coming out here.
I feel like all the Hellborn team is getting tanky. And Legion doesn't really have much tankiness on Behe and Witchlayer. Even Silhouette.
Yeah, the Legion team's posted up here in the top lane to make a defense. Silhouette swaps back to base for like the second or third time.
Yep, Story Bear has a heart.
Or back to base as she ported actually, but now he has the Shrunken Head. So he gets the tier 2 tower in the bot lane naturally with the creeps pushing it.
How did you kill the Soul Reaper now?
Yeah, they need some damage on the Silhouette. They need either like a Nullifier or a Rift Shards or something. And he gets completely caught here. They use a bunch of ultimates in both the Magmus and the Kraken. They're trying to get some counter kills here. They're going to get one in the Magmus. Meanwhile, top lane, the Soul Reaper and the Pro push the tier 2 tower. And Kraken has a regen rune, so he's going to be fine. Only has the ultimate on cooldown, but using it there for the Silhouette kill, I'll be pretty happy with that.
Actually, Rift Shards feels like a nice pickup here, right, for Silhouette.
I think it could be good, yeah.
Having the Magma, IHP, then Soul Reaper, Kraken.
The only issue is it's a pretty expensive pickup. But, like, alternatively, he could still go a Shieldbreaker, I would say. It wouldn't be too bad. But then once the Soul Reaper gets the next item, which should be like a Frostfield Plate or something like to give him armor, I think it'll be harder to deal with him. So
one thing that caught me up, I haven't seen an Energizer pickup. What do you think?
Well, who would buy one?
Anyone.
I don't really see any good Energizer heroes, to be honest. So in this game, I think it's a little normal. He goes in for a fissure here on the Soul Reaper. This is a pretty tanky target. Pro comes in with a bubble. Shockwave comes in 2-man. Do they have the burst damage to bring down the Pro? Soul Reaper gets up to the high ground though, and he's gonna get the demonic execution off on the Behemoth. He's surviving for now, healing for now. This Defiler has a haste rune trying to chase with the ghost up, but they're gonna decide not to overextend into the towers. Kraken and Magmus are now here. Silhouette trying to bait with the Shadow. Definitely not gonna swap back into that because the Shrunken is down. And the team support not really looking to go back in. But they end up only getting the Pearl, and they lost both the Witchlayer and the Behemoth. So what do you think of that fight? That was looking like a good opening to start it off. But they couldn't kill the Soul Reaper.
It was a good initiation on the Soul Reaper, but I guess they liked the damage. In return, they actually lost 2 and only got the support. That was actually pretty bad.
The tablet from the Magmus was pretty huge there. Got Soul Reaper up to the high ground as well. Causing issues for them.
The pair ulti was actually insane.
Yeah. The Silhouette gets soloed here by the Kraken. And this Kraken is playing phenomenal. 8-0-6, 670 GPM, has a Hellflower now. And I think that caught Silhouette off guard as she was split pushing the bot lane. She just gets soloed by the Kraken. So maybe now he might even want to go with Nullstone just for that Hellflower, and that's going to be pretty troublesome. Because he's not really in that position where he wants to buy another defensive item.
Oh man, sorry, because they're talking.
Yeah, good luck killing Soul Reaper twice. This is going to be at least the last outer tower mid. This could be a potential Rax push as well.
Hellborn should push mid, then rotate to bot. I don't think Legion can contest anything. I think if they go in, they will just die.
Yeah, even with the like base positioning for like a Behe dunk, I still think that they have too much sustain. The Pearl can blink in with bubble. Soyber with the token, he can kind of sit in the front line, tank a lot.
What do you think of the Bard pickup for Armadon?
Hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, I think it does actually nothing on Armadon right now.
I think it's kind of not the best because they can just remove it with Pearl, and maybe they would have been better off with like a Soul's Bulwark or something to go Demonic here instead.
Even if the
Or even Staff. Staff would have probably been better.
actually stuff is good. You actually spam the Q on them and get a lot of armor reduction.
I think the Staff or the Bulwark for the Demonic would have been better. Yeah, because like right now he's just popping the Barbed and running in, but nothing's gonna come from this.
Yeah, no.
Silhouette's pushing the mid lane while this is happening. Has Shadow on cooldown for 25 seconds.
The Magnus was the void actually.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I mean, Silhouette, Defiler, Armadon, mostly physical damage. They don't really have damage outside of the disables from the supporting cast. It's mostly like physical damage coming out from the Defiler and the Silhouette.
With this build from Sorriber, do you think it's good to have a buck? Or do you still prefer the Grimoire?
This build, I think, what he has makes sense because he can just sit in the front and they can't go near him because of the Withering Presence and the Mock damage. So it makes sense that he has a Heart, and now he's building into either Demonic or Frostfield. And they almost broke the tower here, so once this tower is down, I think we could see an engagement happening.
Yeah, they should just man up and get the tower.
They've almost burned the token. They're trying not to kill him actually because there's 6 seconds left on the token. And you can see how Devil Gang's playing this really safe. They have a 10,000 goldie, 12,000 experience lead, but they don't want to make a throw happen because the token was going to expire. So Reaper will, I think, work toward finishing his item.
Oh, we're gonna see a fight.
Alright, we have Release the Kraken locking down Silhouette. She gets killed, she couldn't get the shrunken head off. That's a bad start for Lunar here. As now Behemoth has a dunk, but he can't really get a good opening. And this is just a better fight coming in from Devil Gang. They're too strong at this point. They're diving now. Buybacks are happening from both Behemoth and Armadon. Or not Armadon, the Defiler. Doesn't have Ghost though for 60 seconds. Silhouette just isn't having a good last like 10 minutes of this game. She's just been getting caught non-stop. And that is one of the problems with like not having a defensive support is that if the Silhouette gets caught, she just dies.
Yeah.
Like she's not able to get Shrunken Head off, she's not able to use Shadow. And basically once she's caught, she's dead. Behemoth gonna get caught here as well. Yeah, this is just very, very good play coming out from Devil Gang. They're riding a lot of momentum here from game number 1 into this one. And this is going to be the first max kill of the game.
Armadon feels good when you're ahead, and when you're behind,
It feels useless. Yeah, he's just like a walking blob. And he can't really do a whole lot because the Sorper just kind of shuts him down as well. So they have to finish Frostfield played on Sorper. The Shrunken Head was picked up on Madman before this last fight took place. Well, it's going to be pretty hard to come back from a 20k golden experience deficit.
Kraken just
Somebody bought a resto. Was it Kraken? Yeah.
It was Kraken.
Oh boy. Yeah, Toffee's had a really good game here. I mean, I don't want to take anything away from the Soul Reaper and the supporting cast, but Kraken's been having a phenomenal game. Hasn't died once. He's been picking off the Silhouette all games. Flawless play coming out here.
Oh, he's going for a Silhouette game.
Oh no. Silhouette, she has her Shadow out. She could swap back to base, but he might get greedy here for another wave. Kraken is invis, so he will not know that this is coming. He's gonna see him here. He might. Oh, the timing! He swaps out because the illusion was about to wear out, and now he's gonna smoke up with his team. A missed opportunity there, but can't really fault him per se. It's just timing.
Oh man, how did they do this?
He's gonna get spotted here. Goes for a dunk on the Pearl. Doesn't really do a whole lot of damage. Bubble comes out in the background. Madman pops the Shrunken, is manning up on the Defiler. Defiler is going to survive, but she ends up falling. 1 for 1 so far. And now Behemoth is going to fall. Silhouette did get her Shrunken off this time. Doesn't have a Shadow, though, for assisted damage. Kraken's now here with the Shrunken. Silhouette is going to fall. It's a Hatcher coming out for Colic on the Soul Reaper. Release the Kraken coming out in the background. Bloodbath continuing for Toffee. Another release the Kraken coming out. Going for the last kill here on the Armadon. The GGs are called. And Devil Gang takes the series 2 games to nothing here. As they end up having a full wipe here to conclude this one. So final thoughts here. Game number 2 and the series here. Devil Gang moving on.
Man, the Kraken play. I think Kraken was playing smooth this game. He was always behind the silhouette.